Hello there. I wanted to give you an important update that's happening right now. After I put in the APR KO4 turbo upgrade, I've been enjoying that sound, and the feeling and the power of the turbo, and it's been fantastic. But I've come to the conclusion that what I'm experiencing is compressor surge. That's the proper term. I've done a little research. I'm now an expert in about a week, but I actually did a little research online, and I've actually taught. Here's the thing. When someone tells you something, listen. Because even if it's from a source that you don't really rely upon, or someone that you don't even know, there's always some truth in what somebody says. And it's always wise to listen to whoever talks to you. So listen. When a second person from an unrelated source says the same exact thing, then you really should listen. And then, in my case, the third source came through, and I am confirmed that what I'm experiencing is compressor surge, and it is not healthy for the turbo. Although it's a cool sound, what's happening is my turbo is spooling, and it's powering like it should, but the diverter valve is not factory. APR believes in using the Volkswagen upgraded Revision D piston style diverter valve, because I had the original. I had the reason I went away from my diverter valve to begin with was when I got chipped, became stage 1, they said, oh, that diaphragm will eventually tear, so you go to forge. It was just something we did, and it was something that was cool to do, and it was necessary. But I'm now convinced that the forged diverter valve is not behaving properly. It's not venting properly. So what's happening is when I let off the gas, see, when I'm on the gas, it's fine. When I let off the gas, instead of venting properly through the engine, what it's supposed to do, because really we don't have a blow-off valve. Technically, it's not really a blow-off valve in the Volkswagen. It's another thing. It's called the CBV or whatever. It's a controlled pressure valve that allows the charged air to release and get flowing back through the engine again. So it's really important to keep a stock diverter valve, especially since I'm an APR guy and my car is APR, and I'm APR all the way. I mean, I've even had a friend at work, he goes, hey, I got the high pressure fuel pump. It wasn't the APR one, and guess what? It broke. So that's what you get for not going with APR. But anyway, I spent the $900, got a brand new, fuel pump from Audi, Volkswagen, and that's the one APR uses to upgrade, and they know what they're doing. So they don't recommend any aftermarket diverter valve. They recommend the factory diverter valve because it works the best. So that's what I'm doing now. I ordered through FS Tuning. I'm going back to FS Tuning. Fabian and Miguel, they're going to install the factory diverter valve. My group might be coming back, so I got to be careful. But it should be better performance, because here's what's happening. I put the accelerator down, the turbo is spooling up. When I let off the gas at all, like when you hear that, some people call it chirping or whatever you want to call it, the banshee sound. What's happening is my turbo is going this way, and as soon as I let off the accelerator, the air's not venting, so all that charged air is coming back, and it's like taking the turbo and stopping it. So it goes, then it starts going back the other way. And that's why my performance isn't good, because when I get back on the gas, it stops again, and it's got to go the other way. So wait till you see when I get the proper factory Volkswagen Audi upgraded piston style diverter valve. It's tough enough to handle tuned vehicles and upgraded vehicles that are chipped, and Volkswagen knows we like to do this with the GTI, so they even turned. I remember it was years ago now, but I remember they went to the piston style diverter valve, got rid of the diaphragm. That's the one you want. So APR recommends it. They have it on their race cars. They have it on their stage 3 cars, which are more powerful than mine. So if they can run it on stage 3, I should have it. So I'm going to have a proper vented turbo. You want to put on the gas, get the charged air, let off the gas, the air should be released and vented through the engine. It shouldn't be coming back again to the turbo. So that's what I've learned about this whole thing. And I'm glad I went through it, because now I'm educated and I got better understanding of how my turbo works. And I want performance. You don't want a sound. I mean, the sound is cool. I want performance. I want to be able to have that turbo and have it properly. When I take my foot off the gas, have it vented properly, not chapped in there. So Thursday, I'm getting my new diverter valve and it's going to be a factory one, which APR recommends, APR uses, and I'm APR, so why shouldn't I? I've got, the only thing I'm going to have forged now is my front-mounted intercooler for now, and the intake. The intake is great. They don't even sell my intake anymore. My intake goes all the way to the ground. It's like 18 inches off the ground. The only thing bad about that is you can't go through puddles, so gotta be very careful in the rain in Florida. That's probably why they stopped making them. But I think one day I'm going to get that 3-time capacity APR intercooler. I mean, it's, again, a lot of money, but it's literally almost 3 times the size and air volume capacity of cooling than the stock unit. And believe me, that's what I want. I want to have a properly cooled intercooler, and the APR one is superior. So I'm going to be saving for that too. But right now, first things first, we got to get that diverter valve solved. When I get the diverter valve in, I'm going to do a video, and we're going to see the boost, and we're going to have normal sounds. You'll probably hear the whooshing of the diverter valve, which is normal, but we're not going to have the chirping anymore. That because actually, after a while, it kind of gets on my nerves. I thought it was cool like the first week or two. Then I'm thinking, wonder if these people are right. Because first my tire guy says, that's not working properly. You're getting whatever. I don't know if he used the right term. But then I learned it's called compressor surge, and that's what's happening. And it actually eventually puts more wear and tear on your turbo, and it's not good for your turbo. So I'm doing the right thing. So have a good day. Look forward to my new video when I get the diverter valve in on Thursday. All right? It's going to be good. And we'll be able to see that boost properly. Because I do have the blue spring in, and I'm doing about 24 pounds of boost, honestly. So it spikes at about 27 sometimes, depending, but it goes, but it levels off at about 24. I think I'm doing about 24 pounds of boost right now. But we're going to see when we get the proper Volkswagen Audi diverter valve that's designed by the people that made the engine and that know how the diverter valve should operate. We don't want atmospheric blow off. We don't want that. It does no good to blow things off into the atmosphere. Our diverter valve is designed to vent it into the engine. I'm learning. Have a good day.